One of my favorite quotes is by Eleanor Roosevelt when she said, "No one can make you feel inferior without your consent." She really meant that because her statement is extremely true, especially in the times that we're living in today. No one can make you feel less than without your consent. You have to permit other people to make you feel as though you're less than. I want to share a little story with you all because I had this experience the other day. And I think a lot of this stems back toward childhood when we put so much weight on what other people think about us and we disregard our own thoughts for ourselves. I call it the battle of balance. And that's because, in one hand, we're taught to respect and honor the thoughts and feelings of others. And in the other hand, we're taught to disregard those thoughts. Well, why care what other people think? And who cares what they think? Or who cares what they say? So, that quote hits home for not just myself, but I'm sure for you too. The other day, I was at one of my favorite Thai restaurants. You don't know me in person, but if you did, I would invite you to Thai. I love Thai food. And I take myself out a lot. I like to go and sit and think and just clear my head and consider my ideas. I guess that's the best way to put it. So I sat in the back corner, and as I sat down, I noticed this cute little Asian woman. She was also there by herself. She was treating herself. And I began to order, and I realized she was looking at me, and she had a smile. She was eating a bowl of noodles with her chopsticks, and I'm saying to myself, I wish there was some way that I could do that. I've never been able to eat with chopsticks. I've tried and tried and tried. My daughter has tried to teach me, and yet here I am. I'm a failure when it comes to eating with chopsticks. But anyway, I went to order my food, and I ordered two appetizers, and I ordered my main course, and I also had a small cup of soup and a spring roll. And when the waiter brought all of these things to my table, her eyes got like this big. And mind you, she's a very small, petite woman, but her eyes were this big. And she'd eat her soup, right? And she'd keep looking over at my table. And I'm thinking this lady is probably saying, how on earth is such another small woman able to eat all of that food? Or is someone else coming to sit with her? She's got to have someone, someone else coming at a later time because I'm at this table and I have all of this food surrounding me. And she keeps looking. And I look at her and I smile because I'm enjoying my food. It's something that I've started doing on a weekly basis, taking myself out to Thai for Thai food. And so I was considering her thoughts, why is she staring at me? And why does she keep looking over at my food? What is she thinking? And of course, because I believe it's human nature, we immediately think, well, she's got to be thinking something negative, or he's got to be saying or considering something negative. So, of course, my mind went there first because here I am, I'm looking at my own table and there is a lot of food on the table and I'm just one person. So, this lady must be thinking something very negative. Maybe she's calling me greedy in her mind, right? She's such a greedy woman. She just can't order one meal. That's why she's so this and so that, or that's why Americans are so this and so that. And I did not understand, or I didn't pay much attention to why I was giving much thought to her thoughts. It's like, who cares? Because what you think about me is none of my business, right? What other people think about you or say about you is really none of your business. It's theirs. And if people have a problem with you, then let it be. That's their business. And I teach that and I write about that. But here I am in that moment, I'm thinking, she looks so sweet and innocent. Why on earth is she eyeing my food like there's a problem? So I just tried to ignore her and I went to enjoying my meal and I was reading because I love to read and I was reading in the process. And when she was done, she received her check and she asked to speak to a certain gentleman that's always at the restaurant. And I wasn't sure why, but long story short, this woman wanted to know everything that I had ordered so she could order it the next time. Unbelievable. She wanted to know the noodles that I was eating, the appetizers that I ordered, because she was like, your dishes look so good. And I was like, yeah, they're awesome. I get them every time I come here. And I actually had tried a new appetizer that day. It was just as phenomenal. And she was like, everything on your table looks so good. I'm gonna try it the next time I come. And I was like, wow, that's amazing. Here I am thinking she's thinking something negative about me and maybe calling me greedy or I'm gluttonous or something negative. And all this time she was looking at me in awe because I truly think if I had invited her over to share the meal, she probably would have. So we began to talk, and it was such a beautiful moment because it taught me that going straight to a negative thought is not good at all. Give people the benefit of the doubt. Don't always focus on the negative. Think positive, and that is what you will receive in return. And like I said, I think a lot of this has to do with our childhood, our upbringing, because in one hand, like I said prior, we're taught to respect and honor other people's thoughts and feelings. There's not a clause that says don't honor and respect other people's thoughts and feelings about you. No, we're taught that when we're this high, this small, honor the thoughts and respect the feelings of others. But then as we grow older and we become accustomed to the world and the way people can be, we're taught to not care or to release or to not honor the thoughts or feelings of what other people think or feel about us. So this was a life lesson, but I do want to leave you with this. It is true that we should honor and respect other people's thoughts and feelings. We shouldn't disregard their thoughts or their feelings or throw them away. But we also have to remember that what other people think about us is none of our business. As long as we care about ourselves and we think that we are working hard to become the best people that we can be, as long as we love ourselves and we show ourselves that self-love, when it comes to negative things that people say or feel about you, it doesn't matter. Just keep getting up and trying every single day to be the best person that you can be. That's what matters most. Don't put so much weight on the cares of what other people have to say or think about you. Because if you do, that's going to hinder you. Because rather than you living the life that you're meant to live or walking the path that you're meant to walk, you're going to begin living the way other people want you to live. You're going to begin living or walking the path that they want you to walk. And that's not being your authentic self. In this life, in order to truly be who you are and to become whom you're meant to be, it's important to be your authentic self. And you can't do that if you're living through the lens of someone else. So my friend, in the end, or if I had to summarize this yet again, always be who you are called to be. And Don't give so much care or thought to what other people think or say about you. So, I'm author and intellectual wellness advocate Katie Gates. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Share it with a friend as well, and leave me a comment to let me know if you have experienced this before, and if you have, how did it make you feel? What did you decide to do about it? I'd love to know. Until next time, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. I really do. Bye bye.